The COVID-19 pandemic that broke out in March this year and has spread in over 190 countries has had a noticeable impact on the economic growth of economies. While delivering this year's State of the Nation address, President Museveni said the pandemic has been an opportunity for the real economy to expand, especially in agriculture and industry.
By March 2020, we had only two factories known as Saraya East Africa Limited and the Rural Industries making sanitizers. We now have 107 factories. So, in the lockdown, factories are expanding. We had only two making sanitizers, now we have 107. By March 2020, there was not even one factory making masks in Uganda. And we were told that there was a global shortage, etc. I told some of our factories, including Nitel, Yuri, NEC, etc., to make these masks. We now have factories making the masks. We received the requests from 61 factories, but only 10 have been satisfied. There was a big shortage of PPEs, personal protective equipment in the world. I told some of our factories, including Rwanda, to solve this problem. They have risen to the occasion, and they are producing the PPE.
He says his government is aware of the millions of Ugandans affected by the pandemic and that there are proposals through the Ministry of Finance planning an economic development to help those affected by the COVID-19 lockdown, especially a waiver of interest on tax arrears. About 1 trillion shillings has been put into the Uganda Development Bank to give low interest rate loans to Ugandans into manufacturing.
With the Ugandan entrepreneurs, the government has put Uganda shillings 1 trillion. 1 trillion. We have put 1,000 billion shillings in the Uganda Development Bank to give low interest loans to anybody that wants to go into manufacturing and maybe commercial agriculture. We shall continue putting more money for this purpose into the UDB.
Other groups severely affected by the lockdown, like border borders, saloons, bars and nightclubs, will also be helped. The president warned landlords against evicting tenants on account of not paying rent.
The government will not allow the landlords evicting tenants on account of not paying rent. Discussions have started with both groups and a solution will be found.
He said government has put emphasis on mining sector because Uganda currently earns $1.256 billion per annum from the gold refinery at Entebbe.
That gold refinery was and is still being fought by the neo-colonial agents. We shall, however, defeat them. The refinery is earning US dollars $1.25 billion per annum. When I was trying to control the mining of gold in Uganda, I was opposed even by members of parliament. They do not want Uganda to have a gold refinery. Refineries do not belong to countries like Uganda. They should be in Dubai, South Africa, etc., but not in Uganda according to these enemies. We say no, the gold refinery in Uganda will be defended by all the policy instruments.
He assured Ugandans that the country will defeat coronavirus like it did to several other pandemics in the past, and Uganda's economy will come back stronger than ever before.
After the pandemic, people will flock here. The diaspora are now sure of a secure and respectable base, wherever they are, because I speak to some of them there. They are more worried than us here. I think they are proud of their home base. The Ugandans I speak to, once this virus is over, the reputation of Uganda will be up. And I'm sure even of Africa as a whole.
The opening of the 5th session of the 10th Parliament precedes the reading of the national budget for fiscal year 2020-2021. Bernard Higa, UBC News, Parliament.